Karoline Leavitt just turned everything upside down, leaving Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin scrambling to respond. And the wildest part? She didn't even have to set foot on their stage to make it happen. After The View went after her yet again, Karoline decided she wasn't going to just sit back and take it.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Instead, she fired back hard, exposing their hypocrisy, tearing apart their arguments, and making people take a closer look at what the show has really become. Things have gotten so out of control that people are now wondering if ABC is actually thinking about canceling The View. Yes, it's that serious. So what exactly did she say that had Whoopi losing her cool, Joy looking shaken, and Sunny completely out of words? Trust me, it was brutal. It all started when The View decided to take yet another shot at Karoline. Why? Because she's young, conservative, and refuses to follow their agenda. They did what they always do, mocked her, questioned her success, and even hinted that the only reason Donald Trump supports her is because of her appearance. Sound familiar? Joy Behar, with her usual smug attitude, suggested that Karoline didn't actually earn her career, claiming Trump probably only backs her because she's attractive.
Into hot water again after they did the very thing they purport to be against, undermining women's success. Joy Behar stunned viewers when she said Donald Trump's press secretary, 27-year-old Karoline Leavitt, only secured her position because of her good looks.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
The comment was bizarre, especially coming from Joy Behar, who is as woke as they come and positions herself as a champion of feminism. This online commentator said, disgusting Joy Behar of The View accuses Karoline Leavitt of being hired only because Donald Trump thought she was a 10.
Whoopi ignored the facts as usual and argued that if it weren't for so-called wokeness, Karoline wouldn't even have a platform in the media. And Sunny? Well, she found a way to turn the whole thing into a discussion about race, like she always does. But Karoline wasn't about to let them get away with it. Instead of ignoring their comments, she responded with a statement so sharp that The View's producers are probably still trying to figure out how to recover. She called them out on their hypocrisy, exposed how repetitive their arguments have become, and made it clear